Well, let's now go across to France, where the Bastille Day parade is taking place, and there you can see the parade underway. It began at around 1:40, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi is the guest of honor at the parade, and he is watching along with President Macron. Now, earlier we saw it during this parade, during the flypast, that there were 4 Rafale fighter jets and 2 C-17 Globemasters that participated. Also, the 269-member contingent of the Indian Armed Forces, which marched alongside their counterparts from the French forces during this parade. So a big moment for India at this parade, with an Indian contingent participating. This year, India and France are marking 25 years of their strategic partnership. So very, very significant to have an Indian contingent participating in the parade, as well as 4 Rafale fighter jets and 2 C-17 Globemasters participating in the flypast. Well, let's go across to Vishnu for more, and Vishnu joins us from somewhere there at the Champs-Élysées. And Vishnu, a moment of pride for India to have the Indian contingent there marching alongside their French counterparts.
That's right, Gargi. It is an immense, issue of faith and confidence and trust between both countries, that on Bastille Day, the most important day for France, their national day, the first soldiers to be marching over here were Indian soldiers. And so soldiers of the Punjab Regiment, soldiers of the Rajputana Rifles, soldiers or Jawans of the Indian Navy, Jawans of the Indian Air Force. And then, of course, there was a 3-ship of Indian Rafales flying overhead. And Bastille Day itself, the celebrations have been fantastic this year, but they are coming to an end. The chief guest this year is Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He's still over here. It's been fantastic. The historical connect is not lost to people in France. They know about the role of Indian soldiers in the Second World War. That is something being looked at. So this is a visit which, all in all, Gargi, has been very substantive. In terms of the negotiations which are now going to start for the acquisition of additional Rafale fighters for the Indian Air Force and Scorpion submarines for the Indian Navy. And of course, a lot of the pomp and pageantry of this visit has been fantastic as well, with these Indian soldiers marching down Champs-Élysées.
That's right, Vishnu. We're watching, the live visuals of the parade, as well as earlier where the Indian contingent was there. If you could also tell us about what happens, what else happens today. The Prime Minister will be holding talks with President Macron. There are several big deals that are on the anvil.
So bilateral talks are already underway between India and France, and it is going to be a bit of a process before the Scorpion submarines of these Rafale jets are acquired by the Indian Air Force. There will be a joint statement out later today. The Prime Minister is scheduled to meet President Macron as well later on. There is a joint press conference also which is scheduled. And the Prime Minister departs in the early hours of tomorrow for Abu Dhabi for the next step of this visit. So we'll all wait for that press conference and that joint statement to get a clear idea of what the deliverables are, or the expected deliverables from this visit are.